Okay, now hopefully that pigeon won't fly away before I press record on this, because I want to get a bit of nature in. Like, do you know, it's not every day you see a pigeon on the street, or a dog, do you know. But hang around there, pigeon, for a little while longer, will you? Because I'm going to press record now in a minute. I'll just try and sing a bit. Oh, there's more pigeons. Just try and sing a little bit to settle me nerves before I press record. I feel like dancing, dancing, gonna dance the night away. I feel like dancing, dancing, going to dance the night away. I feel like dancing, dancing, going to dance the night away. La la la, hoo hoo hoo. I'm a bit more relaxed now. Scissors Sisters, they're a great band. You won't get more hardcore, straight-laced music than Scissors Sisters. I feel like dancing. Alright, just lick me fingertips here and brush my eyebrows with them. Fix me hair so I'm looking the part, looking the business. And press record. Well, one second. For fuck's sake, this thing's already recording. It says it's been recording for 10 hours. Fucking live chat's full. He's just saying I'm a great singer. I'm not bad now, but I hope you're not being sarcastic now or you get turfed out. How come no one told me that I was on live the last 9 hours? You said they were enjoying the stream, but I'm only after getting up out of bed. You're saying I was snoring. I don't snore. They're saying to me to listen back and I'll hear myself snoring. I don't have to, because I don't snore. Other people are saying I was talking in my sleep. What was I saying, lads? What was I saying? They're saying that I was saying that I was going to try and flag other YouTube channels, get them taken down, other nationalist channels, so that my channel would rise to the top of their rankings. Nah, I'd never say that. I never mind. I wouldn't even think of doing that. So I'm hardly going to say it in my sleep. Right, 1 second. People who said that now, I'm just going to ban you from the channel. Right, you're banned. No. There were pigeons here a minute ago, lads. Did you see them? They're gone now. They flew away. Lads, there's a dog, little dog there. I'll show you. There's a little dog. Anyway, lads, I have to come clean. A few weeks ago there, I said there was a guy trolling me D Live, me E Live, me F Live, me G Live, me H Live channels, and he was saying that caterpillar and butterfly were the same animal, and I said that he was a troll because obviously I said there were two different animals. Do you remember I said a caterpillar doesn't even have wings? Well, I decided to do a bit of investigation myself on the internet last night, and now this is a big word for you people in the live chat. You mightn't understand it. It's called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. I don't know where that dog's owner is. Anyway, it's called metamorphosis. And I was able to look at pictures. There was a little tiny egg on a cabbage leaf in the first picture, and then in the second picture, I think the dog's lost. Now this could be very interesting. Now this could be a breakthrough on YouTube. A lost dog on the street. Well, that's his owner up there with another dog, is it? Alright. Now that would have been a great YouTube video. Lost dog on street would have got a million views for that, but unfortunately the dog wasn't lost. So anyway, lads, yeah, there was in the first picture, like there was a little egg on a cabbage patch leaf. You know, it was like a grain of rice. You'd barely know it was there. And then in the second picture, you saw a little tiny caterpillar emerging out of the egg. And then in the third picture, you had the caterpillar munching on the leaf of the cabbage. And, you know, he was like 100 times bigger than the one that had come out of the egg. And then in the fourth picture, it had the caterpillar. He was in a thing called a chrysalis, also called a pupa. And then in the last picture, he came out of the pupa as a butterfly with a big proboscis, a big straw for a mouth, and he's able to fly around and suck up the nectar. So they are the same animal. I was wrong, and I've no problem admitting I was wrong. And I said that to your man on the live chat. I said, I'm very sorry that I criticised you, but I said now that'll be water under the bridge and there'll be no more about it. I understand now that the caterpillar and the butterfly are the same animals. But then he said that this metamorphosis, oh, there's a pigeon now. He said that metamorphosis, he said it was also involved with tadpoles and frogs. Now, you know what I mean, I'm very open-minded, but I said, no, now you're really trolling my channel. There's no way, not a chance that a tadpole and a frog is the same animal, because, like, frogs go ribbit, you know, they croak, they go ribbit, but, you know, tadpoles don't make any sounds at all, you know. So I said to him, that doesn't make any sense at all, do you know what I mean? Because, you know, when I was a little fella, I remember, like, there was a jar of tadpoles in school on the nature table, and I put my ear to the jar, and, you know, tadpoles open their mouths, but, like, they don't make any sound, so, like, it couldn't be the same animal, metamorphosis or not, do you know, so I banned it from my channel. Anyway, lads, there's a few things I want to get through today, a few very important bits and pieces. Oh God, I forgot my intro. 1 second, lads. Do da 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 do da de, do da do da do da 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 do da de, do da 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 de. How's it going, everyone? It's me, Spatiqued. I'm back. Number of things to get through today, lads, and the first thing I want to get into is, I was very weird now, I'm a bit confused, maybe you can help me out in the live chat. I was in a house there, I was before the lockdown, and I was an old man, you know, and we were having a cup of tea in his house, and the next minute it was like 1 o'clock, you know, lunchtime, and didn't his clock start chiming? And there was a little door on his clock, a little door, and the door opened. And lads, I'm not joking with you now. You'll think I'm taking the mickey, but out of the door came a cuckoo, and it made the cuckoo sound, cuckoo, and then it went back into the clock. Now I nearly dropped my tea when I saw this. I said, "Jesus!" So I said to your man, I said, "Did you see that?" And he said, "See what?" I said, you have a bird living in your clock. And he said, "Oh," he said, "that's a cuckoo clock." He said, "It's a grandfather clock, it's a cuckoo clock." And I said, "A cuckoo clock?" He said, "Yeah," he said, every hour when the clock chimes, the cuckoo comes out and does the cuckoo, and then goes back into the clock. And I said to him, I said, "How do you expect me to believe that?" He said, "No, that's the way it works. That's the way the cuckoo clock works." I said, "But how does the cuckoo know that it's 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock? Like, you know what I mean? How can a cuckoo tell the time? Like, you know, does the cuckoo have a wristwatch on his wing or something that he's able to see when it's 2 o'clock and then come out and let us know it's 2 o'clock? Like, do you know what I mean? Now, here's the other thing. I said to him, "How long do you have that clock?" And he says, "Been in the family." He says, "Been in the family for generations," he said. been in the family for generations. He said he reckons that the cuckoo clock's about 250-year old, right? Now, I says to him, but you know, has the cuckoo been in the clock all the time? He says it has. And I said, come on now, there's no bird that can live for 250 years. There's no bird that can live that long. And he said, no, he said that cuckoo clock's 250-year old. So, like, what's the story, lads? Can cuckoos live for 250 years? Do you know what I mean? And inside the clock as well. It never, like, it only comes out every hour to tell you the time, but it doesn't go off flying, hunting for worms or anything. Like, it doesn't eat anything. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't see anywhere where you know what I mean, where you could feed the bird. Do you know? You know what I mean? Like I said, said to the man, does he not feed the bird? And he said to me, he said, are you all right? He said. And he gave me a queer look. And I said, well, I'm not the one, says I. I'm not the one that's saying that I've got a 250-year-old bird living inside me clock, do you know? And, with that, I stood up and left. And, I haven't called back in on him. And then, of course, with the COVID, I wasn't able to call back into him because, he lives 5.1 kilometres from your house. So, I thought about calling back in to find out more about the cuckoo clock, but 100 metres over the limit, I don't want to get caught and get into trouble with the guards, So, I have a few more things I want to get through, lads. I think that's a miniature Alsatian there. There's a few more things I want to get through. I'd like to walk down there, but it's a bit windy and you might not be able to hear me. And this is all about communication, this video, right? So, I wanted to say as well that there's a guy emailing me. He's a bit of a messer, and he always says, riddle me this, Batman, riddle me this. And he said that, if a peacock, right, if a peacock can lay 3 eggs in 3 days, and if it can lay 2 eggs in 2 days, how many eggs can it lay in 1 day? Now I got out my calculator because I wanted to be right about this. I wanted to make sure that I had the numbers right. And I worked out that it'd be 1 egg for 1 day. So I emailed him back, I said 1 egg for 1 day. And he replied back and says, peacocks don't lay eggs. Now what sort of an egot is this fella? Of course a peacock lays eggs. All birds lay eggs. Do you know? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't come down the last shower. All birds lay eggs. And then he sent me another email. This tops it all, lads. This tops it all, right? He says, if a man can dig 2 holes in 2 days and he can dig 1 hole in 1 day, how many holes could he dig in half a day? So I got back out my calculator and I got my pen and my paper. I wanted to make sure I had the numbers right for this one. And I worked out that if he could dig 2 holes in 2 days and one hole in 1 day, then in half a day, logically speaking, he'd be able to dig half a hole. And he replied, when I sent him off the email with me figures, he replied saying there's no such thing as half a hole. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. 1 second. Yeah, she's going to break that dog's neck. She'll break his neck the way she's pulling that lead. So anyway, yeah, what sort of an egot is he? Of course you can dig half a hole. What you do is you dig a hole, and then you cover half it in, and that's your half a hole. Do you know? Some people are fierce stupid, but yeah, don't know. Sure, I'll mosey. It'll be windy, lads, but fuck it, I have to walk. I have to walk a little bit. So I don't really have much more to say, lads. Don't really have much more to say. I have to go off this evening to, I have a cat that has to be delivered and has to be put among the pigeons. So that should be a bit of fun, watching the cat among the pigeons, And then, later I have to go to have to go onto social media with a big massive wooden spoon to stir a load of stuff, you know, cause dissension, cause arguments among the people. So that should be fun as well. So I think that's about it, lads. Yeah, but anyway, just to conclude, like, you know, look out, lads. If yous have got YouTube channels, look out for these trolls that speak about hey, what's this guy? This taxi guy is pissing me off now. Because I don't know what's his problem. But look out for people who are trying to tell you that you know, frogs and tadpoles are the same animals. They're trying to tell you that peacocks can't lay eggs. And they're trying to tell you that there's no such thing as half a hole. Now, I'll go mosey down. See, this street opens up and there's a lot of light. I prefer the shadowy streets. Do you know? I prefer the shadowy streets where no one knows what I'm up to. Do you know? Where no one knows. So I'll go down this shadowy street, and yeah, I think I'll leave it there, lads. Just look out for them on your channel, lads. These trolls. Your best bet is to get rid of them straight away. Now, I gave that troll the benefit of the doubt, the original one, you know, who said that the caterpillar and the butterfly were the same animal, because, in fairness to me, I did the research. I looked at the pictures, and I was able to see the life cycle of a caterpillar as it went through the stages into a butterfly. But when he started saying that tadpoles and frogs were the same, you know, I had to draw the line somewhere, lads. So, alright, lads, I'll zoom this up to the old sky. Here's the outro. Do da 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 do da de, do da do da, do da 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 do da de, do da 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 de.